Yeah.
Keep on counting dollars till it ain't none
Left.
So the streets gon' keep on
The
marching
V
on.
digs. Left, right, left.
Fuck your empty promises, these ain't no threats. Streets is taking
Chapter 319. Sway in the morning. Clipping. Visions of bodies being burned. Crazy ass title. So, one of the obvious, even the way you wrote this, it was for it to be heard. Where you say that Trump is a white supremacist, and if you vote for him, then you're a white supremacist. Stop. And that's your belief. Like if a black, Asian, or whoever vote for Donald Trump, you're supporting white supremacist ideology.
That is
that what
correct. I mean, it's hard to even call it an opinion at this point.
Yeah,
if you didn't believe it before, if you didn't believe it after Charlottesville, which is really when the penny dropped for me, if you didn't believe it after that, like after this last debate where he essentially told white supremacist hate groups to stand by, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for, and I don't know. You can delude yourself as much as you want to think that the reasons that you're voting for him are fiscal, or that there's a kind of conservatism that's not fundamentally racist, that is what you really believe in. But at a certain point, if you are encouraging the highest office in the country to be held by a person that is actively supporting groups that are intent on killing people of color, then you're supporting white supremacy. So that is what you are doing. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but again, like look at what you're actually doing and decide if that's what you want to do.
David, have you had to, during this time, just have conversations with friends about no longer being friends because of a difference in opinions?
None of my friends lean that way. I don't have. I mean, like, not my real friends. Like, I don't know. I don't have. It turns out, certainly, like, there are probably people who I come in contact with in my life who do, but like, they don't talk to me about that. And I think my positions are pretty clear and have been pretty clear. I spent 10 years making a movie about it. Like, I don't. It's funny when. And this was the experience, I think, for a lot of black folks when sort of the resurgence after George Floyd and Breonna Taylor of the Black Lives Matter movement, when people are coming out of the woodwork in my DMs and stuff, being like, you got to say something about this. You have to say, your voice needs to be heard. And I was just like, see past material. Nothing has changed. My position doesn't have to change because the world hasn't changed. I don't have anything new to say. And so actually this Cleveland song, Chapter 319, for me was a real good release, because I had been getting all of that, and I felt like I didn't have anything new to say, but that because we had never. I mean, that's not actually true. We wrote a song called "Knees on the Ground" a while ago that it is essentially the same song. It was a song reacting to the same moment 5 years ago, but it gave me an opportunity to put something out there that wasn't just like, fuck you mean, say something.
Yeah. Man, David Diggs is with us, and we're talking about the upcoming album, Visions of Bodies Being Burned, that's coming out October 23rd, and we're just talking this music. I want to talk about some of the other things you're doing, but I want to bring Rich Nice into this conversation. Rich Nice, Grand Risings, Rich Nice.
Grand Rising. David, salute to you, man. You've been staying the course with this work you've been doing for a long time. I think people really got to salute you for that, because it's easy to win an award and have some success and then say, I'm going to put my feet up now. I put in my work. It's y'all turn now. And so you haven't done that. So salute to you, brother. I want to say that first and foremost.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
But now, what words of advice would you give a young creative that feels like politics don't affect art, or are confused if they should even vote?
Oh man, well, if you are young depending on how young you are, like you have had drastically less access to arts education in your life than I did. And that, that's a direct influence of the priorities of the political parties that are in power, and the priorities of, it's not even really just party based, it's just about what is being prioritized. So first of all, like, voting is always going to be in your best interest. And sometimes it's hard to see the difference between two candidates or whatever, but in this case, there are very stark differences. You should pay attention to them. And also there are tons of other measures and ballot propositions and everything that we really need to be paying attention to. And those are the, that are really going to affect change. And as a young artist, your voice is the thing, right? It is the thing, and the hardest thing in the world is getting it out there. Like, if you're an artist, you have a bunch of ideas, and you probably have a huge skill set to execute them. But getting them out into the world is always going to be difficult. It's still difficult for me now, and I think if you're going to work that hard on something, because you think about what it means. Think about what it means to put it out there. It's not that everything needs to be politically minded. There's certainly like a lot of room for joy, which is necessary. There are all kinds of different reasons to make art. You should embrace all of them. But I think being aware of politics and choosing a stance on that is going to be an important one for you, particularly in the event of success. Because, like I said, once you have the luxury of choice and once your voice can get out to so many more people, all of a sudden you are in the political arena, whether you want to or not. Your positions start to be something that people look at. So it's just important to always keep in mind, stay aware of what's happening in the world.
Okay, cool, man. David Diggs is here. DB, I know you wanted to jump in and talk to him for a minute, too. DB, you there?
DB?
Sorry, I had to unmute.
Okay.
David, with everything happening, I know that one of the big conversations around Hollywood is, theaters being shut down, but also how are they going to handle the number of films and TV shows that have been delayed or postponed and haven't been able to start filming yet. And, you have to consider like safety precautions and whether or not or when there'll be a vaccine will be issued to people for working on sets. So I know Snowpiercer was just about done with season 2, but have you heard anything in the circles as far as like how are they going to handle that backlog of people, not people, but shows and films once they're able to open the studios and backlots and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, things are starting to come back. I literally just came back from Vancouver finishing season 2, and it's a different beast. It's just the safety protocols are really strict, but it's good. We're figuring out ways to do it, and I think it's important. It's important, obviously, because it's an economic engine, and so a lot of people's jobs are wrapped up in getting filming back underway, and that's good. We are figuring out ways to do that and to do it safely. But it's a trip. It is a different world acting at a show now than it used to be. These safety zones and always wearing masks at all times unless you're being shot, and who is allowed to come in contact with actors and stuff. And we were getting tested every other day. So it's a lot, and working out those things, and it varies from country to country and from production to production. So, we're in pre-production for Blind Spotting, the TV show now, and the COVID restrictions are they are forcing us to rethink how the way we're telling stories. Big group scenes indoors are not really a thing right now. So when you think about like wanting to shoot something in a crowded bar. That is very, very difficult to do, and also like realistically, just probably not safe. So the most important thing I think is keeping people safe and not creating more super spreader events and trying to get the virus under control, because it's gonna, we may have a vaccine soon, sometime early next year, but I don't really think so. And even if we do, the distribution of it's going to
Are you taking it?
It makes sense to adjust to this. It makes sense to try to figure out ways to do it like this.
Are you taking it?
The first round? Nah.
The V.
What you?
I don't hardly think so. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my mask on. No, I don't know. I mean, I will look at the data about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll trust science. But if Donald Trump is tweeting about it, I'm probably not taking it.
You're probably not gonna do it, huh? All right, man. Daveed Diggs, man. Give him a big round of applause. So much going on, man. How you gonna do Blind Spotting, the series, if you can't have a sideshow or a West Oakland party? Something's not gonna add up there.
Trust us. We got all kinds of plans in place, man. It's crazy. I mean, that's the other thing that's been really inspirational about this is the kind of artistry that's coming out and the way our production designers are handling this and really figuring out how to make Oakland feel like Oakland is really inspiring, because you have to. It's out of necessity. So trust. There will be cars swinging. There will be just hold on. It's gonna be wild.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. Since I got you here, you bleed. You're an Oakland native. We town.
Because that was gonna be my question. Okay. I was waiting, Sway.
Okay, well, go ahead. You ask it, Heather. Go for it. You can hit him with it.
Daveed, what's up? It's Heather. How you doing? I was just. Daveed, what's up? It's Heather. I was waiting for you to get the work and the business out of the way. Thank you so much for calling into the show. And again, it's an honor. I don't know how you have time to even do all that you're doing, and not just do it, but do it in such a dope way. So salute to you for that. But what was heavy on my heart, Daveed, you're Oakland. I had to hear town business 5 times before you even got on the phone earlier this morning. Are you a traitor like Sway, who has given up on the Oakland Raiders since they moved to Vegas? Do you still bleed black and silver? Let's go, Daveed.
Oh,
you want to hear my reason first before you answer? You want to hear my reason first?
Let's hear it.
Okay. We from the Bay. It's only 2 teams. If you're a Raiders fan, you're not a Niners fan. If you're a Niners fan, you're not a Raiders fan. I'm a Raiders fan. I'm from Oakland. Right. I was there. I grew up playing Pop Warner football, the Oakland Dynamites. We practiced at Fruitville School in East Oakland, over there off of Fruitville. We used to play at Laney College sometimes. We played up at Mary College too sometimes. I grew up going to Willie. What's his last
gosh.
name? Willie, of Oakland Raider player.
Willie Bobo. Just call him Willie Bobo.
Used to be on Fruitville and Foothill. Man, when they left the first time, Daveed, and they went to L.A. and they just broke our heart for 8 to 9 years, we accepted them back. They had nowhere to go. And we brought them back, and we opened-armed them, and we gave them that Oakland, that Bay Area pride. I think how much money the Raiders made with Oakland in the Bay Area, and then for them to just up and leave, man, I can't keep doing this, bro. I can't keep doing it, man. The team don't care about the city.
It's tough, man. It is like being a Raiders fan. This is a little bit like being in an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times you gonna let them keep beating you before you decided this? I understand the impetus to walk away. I get that, and I haven't really made my peace on it with it either, if I'm being perfectly honest. And there you go. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this when I go home. But like when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, I was a Niners fan. I was, because the Raiders weren't there. So and then when
the Raiders weren't there. You said because the Raiders weren't
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they were in L.A. when he was a kid.
82. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was like the Joe and Jerry show and all that. So that's really what I, when I was
okay.
little, I was a Niners fan, and when the Raiders came back, I had to switch very quickly or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, you get mopped. Get mollywopped walking around Oakland with a 49er jersey on.
Yeah, exactly. So we couldn't have that. But no, I have also been a diehard Raiders fan, and it's a tricky situation, and it is them leaving again was that's what I'm saying. It's devastating. Like how much more can we take, really? So yeah, I don't know.
I'll answer that for him, Heather. He rolling with me. He's on the fence this season. I'm giving it a break this season. I'm giving it a break. And I used to go to Willie Brown's liquor store. Willie Brown had a liquor store on Foothill and MacArthur. So he's with me, Heather. He's not a Crew Raiders fan. He's really 49ers. He didn't want to say that. I could tell.
Okay.
I can see it in him.
Tough to admit on
on air on Sway in the Morning of all places. Thank you, man. Hey, listen, bro. I want to say congratulations, man. I know the journey. I'm going to continue to congratulate you every time I see you. You've been able to adjust really well during this pandemic, and all this work that you have coming out is such an inspiration. I love talking to kids in Oakland and saying your name and your accomplishments, along with Ryan Coogler, along with everybody else that's out here, Zendaya, along with everybody who's out here doing great things. It's just such an amazing movement coming out. Yeah,
shout out to Bruce Riley. I know you've been putting on for young Jay Walsh too. That's a real special kid, man. I'm very excited for his contributions to the culture in the future.
Absolutely. He literally just texted me while you've been on the air with us, so I'll let him know you said what up, man.
Man. I love that kid.
Everyone loves him. I love how you even took him in, man. So continued success. And then, man, people, make sure you get this music. Visions of Bodies Being Burned out October 23rd. The group is clipping. And make sure you pick up the music. It's going to a worthy cause. David, thank you, brother. You're a super citizen, man.
Let's Sway in the Morning, family.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Not Go Raiders, no Raiders. Remember. That's my man, David. Take care, bro. Take care, man. Yo, Rich Nice.
Yo.
Thank you, Rich Nice. That was a great A&R room representing Oakland.
It really was, man. It really was. I like the work that he does, man. So I'm happy that we was able to talk with him today.
Absolutely. Rich, anything people should be aware of? I know you got the mixtape out.
The mixtape is coming. We're going to release it on Monday the 26th. That's the official date. What we did was we released 4 songs for the people because it's 30 songs. So to give them all 30 songs at once is just a lot. So we give them 4 songs first, and the 4 songs are going to permeate throughout the air for the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to come and give them everything after that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rich. And then tell people how they can find out more if they want to reach you or be on the A&R Room. What can they do?
They can hit us up at the A&R Room on Twitter or Instagram. It's the letter A, the letter N, the letter R, the word room. A-N-R Room. We're looking for some more lady followers. We like to spread music to the ladies. The guys are representing in full effect, but we want some more ladies to come and get some of this great music and submit music. We love to hear from everyone, so please hit us up.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Hey, Rich, did you see how Heather tried to play me out with the Oakland Raider thing, and David was really, I wasn't sure what David was saying. Was he on my side or no?
No, he wasn't. He was saying what you said. He basically saying, I don't really mess with the Raiders like that, but I get it. Right. That's what he don't mess with the Raiders.
He don't care. He didn't care. I didn't feel no connection with him right there. That was
Nothing.
Weird. Not right? Like
well,
that's the first.
It's like he said. When he was a kid, the Raiders were already in L.A., so he had nothing to grasp to. So he went to San Francisco because the Raiders weren't even there.
More the reason, Rich, why I can't rock with them. Look how they traumatized our youth. They don't even know who they are. He's from Oakland. David's from Oakland, and he believes he's a 49er fan. Look what the Raiders did. That's what the Raiders did. That's what the Raiders did. Ant on the line. Ant,
Thank
don't you agree? Ant, don't you agree?
Hey, Aunt.
Yeah.
Anthony, you there? Yeah, Ant,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
there? You
Yeah,
see
man,
how
I'm getting my stuff out of Starbucks, man. I got to get the stuff for everybody in the office. It was one time I used to be a Charger fan. I hate football now, but this one time I went up to Oakland to a Charger Raider game, and it was like halftime. People was walking around. This dude with a San Francisco jersey was just walking, minding his own business. This cat just ran by and just socked him, just blindsided him. I'm like, my boy with the Charger jersey, he didn't even get beat up or nothing. They just beat up the San Francisco fan. That's how janky Oakland is.
Yeah. Hey, Ant. Hey, Ant. Hey, Ant.
Yeah.
Ant, you
Yeah.
there? Now you're not. All right, anyway.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
How janky Oakland is. You don't even like football no more. What you talking about, Ant? Anyway, yo, Rich, thank you again, man. I appreciate you with this A&R room.
Hey, man, I just want to say congratulations to the LA Lakers and go Knicks.
Oh, you stretched it,
Get-
Rich.
get
Not the
outta
Knicks,
here.
yo.
Yeah,
Rich.
come on.
Go too, Rich.
Come on, man.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
Yeah, somebody
Nah,
hang
It's
up.
only the merch that's lit.
Hey, at least we got that.
All right, man. Hey, Rich, I'll holler, man. Drizzy on his way. All right?
Have a great day. All right, have a great day, everybody.
You too.
All right, peace. Yeah.